Welcome back. Collector Tammy Allen burst onto the Barrett Jackson scene at the January 2009 Scottsdale event. Since then, she's purchased almost 100 cars for her collection here in Grand Junction, Colorado. Let's take a look back at some of her purchases.
If you've watched Tammy in action at Barrett Jackson, you know that she has a very diverse collection. Really a very, very astute buyer and has amassed an incredible collection of vehicles.
I like unique, and I like the new cars, like the Vipers.
Ladies and gentlemen, help yourselves here. Number 01 of 50 from a limited series of coupes and convertibles with special flat Hearst gold paint, black racing stripes.
And when I seen the Hearst Viper, I was like, that's it. That's the one. That's the first one I want to get. And my dad was like, that's really fast. I go, you don't have to drive them that fast.
Is there a Hearst shifter in this one by any chance?
Oh, absolutely. It's the new Hearst hard drive shifter. Gold anodized, of course.
If you watch the video, Dad's looking at me like that because I'm like, I'm getting this car.
So, top 250.
The Bruce Willis limo, I bought that because when there's a story to a car, it makes it more popular.
Limo that took Bruce Willis to and from the studio during the Moonlighting TV series, which was one of my favorites, by the way. Later used during the shooting of his first blockbuster movie, Die Hard.
I bought Evel Knievel's Mercedes. I got his jumpsuit and a cape that is signed by him to put beside it. People are really interested in stars and cars that have a story.
Now we have another charity car on the block here in the event center.
The money that we raise goes directly back to provide breast cancer screening and treatment and support to women who don't have health insurance, who have low incomes.
And I bet you there's not a single person in this room that hasn't been touched by someone that's had either breast cancer themselves or someone that they know or love.
110, 115, 120, let's go!
When I bought the Camaro for the breast cancer,
Sold, $245,000.
my sister went through breast cancer. And so many people came up to me afterwards. I'm sorry. And that's a car, you know, and it brought all these people telling me, you know, I had it, my sister, my mom, my brother, because guys get it. And so, geez.
All goes to charity. Typical Barrett Jackson. Now let's get to the podium for the introduction of another very special vehicle.
But Lee and I started working on this car about 2.5 years ago. We really went over the design, and the first thing we really wanted to do is bring the fastback Mustang back in this edition. There's 45 to represent the 45 years of the Mustang.
And you heard from Michael Leone, who was the designer of this very, very special Lee Iacocca signature Mustang.
The name was Lee Iacocca, and it was just beautiful. A good thing to invest in.
Because Lee is in Italy doesn't mean that he's not going to spend some time with the new owner. They're going to go to lunch, go to dinner, whatever works for everybody. Dinner with Lee Iacocca.
So here is an absolute once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to buy an experience. And oh, by the way, you're getting a car.
Sold! $320,000.
You can buy one of the 44 that don't belong to that lady. We have a very special guest here in our booth, an icon of the automotive industry and the founder of the Mustang, Mr. Lee Iacocca. Welcome. I understand this is your first visit to Barrett Jackson in Scottsdale. What are your impressions, sir?
It's overwhelming. Not just a show, it's an event, a big-time event. You got to be here to understand it. I missed the one in Las Vegas, by the way. I was vacationing in Italy. But I'm glad I'm here for today because we're here to sell some Iacocca Mustangs.
He told me when I met him, he goes, I have a name for you. And I go, you do? And he goes, yeah, number 5. He said, you're number 5 for the Iacocca car.
The value of something like that is something you can't buy. The car just becomes a reminder of that experience and allows you to live it over and over again.
I always knew about him and stuff, but did I ever think I'd meet him? No. You know, so that was a dream.
Cool customs from the collection of Tammy Allen.
The model kit Pog Naughty's T just launched my boat when I was a little kid, and here it is in person. Dazzled.